Welcome back to the Sun Devil Champions League. We are here for our final match. This match will be between PSG, played by Jason, and Manchester City, played by David. Let's take a quick look at how each team got to this point.
Jason, as PSG beat out his entire beginning group of Group H, beating out Benfica and Seville, also Salzburg and Club Brugge to get here. His semifinal with Borussia Dortmund was definitely a shootout. Lots of scoring from Mbappe, Neymar, and Messi in the semifinals.
Manchester City, on the other hand, came second in their group to Borussia Dortmund, who went down in the other semifinal against PSG. During the bracket, they had to beat Bayer Leverkusen, Sporting Portugal, and most recently in their own semifinal, AC Milan. That was a tight series, lots of defense, lots of great chances, and ultimately Man City came out on top by just a single goal. And here we are, back for our final game of the Sun Devil Champions League between PSG and Manchester City.
PSG starting off this possession, but brought back by Manchester. Mbappe now in possession for PSG. Ake from Manchester passing it to Silva. Haaland now in possession. Haaland to Silva. Hakimi from PSG to Messi. Messi now in possession. Ake with the interception. To Grealish. To Haaland. Haaland going there for the score. Sanchez in possession. Sanchez to Messi. To Mbappe. Mbappe to Messi. Intercepted by Ake. Grealish on possession now. Passing to Grealish. To Silva. Silva in possession. Silva to Grealish. Grealish to Haaland. Intercepted by PSG. Sanchez now in possession. Messi in possession. Grealish and Manchester with the now in possession. Mbappe in possession. Mbappe interception there by Manchester to Grealish to Haaland. Haaland with the pass. PSG down possession, handling it back and forth, but missed each other. To Sanchez, back to Messi. Manchester in possession for a brief second. Now on to Neymar. Neymar in possession for PSG. Ederson, goalkeeper. PSG in possession. Verratti to Messi. Arcani in possession right now to Foden. Foden to Walker. Walker in possession now. Gonna send it a little length down the field back to Foden. De Bruyne in possession. Back to Walker. Walker in possession. Defense heavy. Foden in possession now. PSG now getting against possession. Neymar has it. Rodri, though, back to possession. Grealish to Rodri. To Haaland and back to Silva. Messi now in possession. Messi to Sanchez. To Mbappe. PSG offense strikers. Back to Neymar. Manchester and PSG possessions definitely going back and forth. Haaland with the pass, but interception by PSG. Mbappe now in the possession. Manchester back on the possession with Silva. Silva to De Bruyne. To Foden. Interception, though, by PSG's defense. Sanchez with possession. Interception by PSG's defense. Sanchez to Neymar. Neymar to Mbappe. Mbappe going to go for the strike, and it's in. That's 1 goal PSG. We are tied 1-1 for our finals game at the 24th minute. Verratti with the possession, down to Messi. Interception by Silva to Haaland. Down to Foden. Foden getting the distance. Foden with the pass, but intercepted by PSG defense. Haaland on the possession. Haaland with the pass. Intercepted though by PSG defense. Mbappe on the possession now. Mbappe to Messi. Messi going to be careful. Messi to Verratti. Back to Mbappe. But is intercepted. Grealish to Haaland on Manchester. Haaland on the possession. With the strike, but just off the bar. Another reattempt, but is captured by the goalie. To Sanchez. To Messi. To Mbappe. Bit of a wide open there for Mbappe. Great pass to Messi. Messi going to go for the strike. Messi with the pass. Intercepted, though, by Manchester defense to Sanchez. Sanchez to Mbappe. Grealish now in possession for Manchester. Grealish to Haaland. Haaland tries to maintain possession. Oh, but he's offsides. And that is a yellow card. De Bruyne on the penalty kick.
Really lobbed that one up there, but nobody was able to get under it and really make much of it.
PSG on the possession. Mbappe. Mbappe to Messi. Messi now with the possession. Messi with the strike and another score. That is another goal for PSG, bringing us to 2-1. Bringing us to 2-1 at the 36th minute. De Bruyne in possession. De Bruyne to Haaland. Beautiful distance down to Haaland. PSG, though, defense gains possession for a brief moment. And Manchester plays tightly amongst themselves. Beautiful goal save. PSG in possession. Messi to Neymar. Defense from Manchester takes it back for a brief second to Haaland. De Bruyne now in possession. Back to Rodri. Back to Grealish and back to Rodri. Rodri to Silva. And Haaland with the strike attempt, but it is blocked.
Fortunately, it was offsides, so
yes.
We start again from just outside the box.
Oops. Mbappe on the possession. Mbappe to Vitna. De Bruyne to Foden. Foden to Silva, but intercepted by PSG defense. Sanchez on the possession. Sanchez to Messi. Messi to Mbappe. Going for the strike, but it's defense. It is defended. Neymar on the corner. It is Deed outside again. And does that bring us to the half, or are we just...
We are at the half. It looks like we're going to get some substitutions in. I expect this Manchester City side to really try to put on some pressure in this half. They have the defensive skill to match the Paris attackers. It's just a matter of, can they build a rush from their defense up to Haaland, De Bruyne, and Foden and Grealish to get themselves back in the lead here.
Absolutely. Both teams providing an aggressive match to each other, making this an exciting game. Manchester starting off with the possession. Picked up by PSG's defense. Hakimi. To Mbappe to Neymar. Neymar now on the possession. Neymar to Mbappe. Mbappe going to go for the strike, and that is another goal for PSG. Excellent maneuvering there by Mbappe. Manchester starting off on this possession. Picked up by PSG. Mbappe now in the possession. Mbappe pass to Neymar. Can Neymar get there? Neymar gets there. Oh! And a strike and a wonderful slide in there for another goal for PSG. PSG is up by 3 already in the second half. PSG's offense is being really aggressive. Grealish on the possession now. Kimpembe now in the possession. Kimpembe to Sanchez. Sanchez now in the possession. Sanchez to Neymar. Neymar to Mbappe. Mbappe with another strike attempt, but is saved by Ederson. Ederson pass to Manchester's midfield offense. Foden now on the possession. De Bruyne now in the possession. Pass to Silva. Haaland now in the possession. Another strike attempt, and that is a goal right there for Manchester City. It is now 4-2. Paris up by 2. Manchester on the possession for a brief second. Intercepted by PSG. Neymar Jr. now in the possession. Neymar to Mbappe. Possession is quickly turned. Walker. Walker to De Bruyne. Back to Walker. Walker to Foden. Intercepted by Mendes. Verratti picking up. Verratti keeping it close. Verratti to Mendes. Mendes to Soler. To Neymar Jr. Neymar maintaining possession to Mendes. To Verratti. Back to Messi. To Mendes. Mendes to Sanchez. Head goal! Right in there. It is now 5-2. PSG up by 3. We're in the second half of the game. 60th minute. Kimpembe on the possession. That is going to be a penalty, though. De Bruyne on the penalty kick.
Let's see if they can make more of this free kick than they did the last time.
No.
No, even less. They hit the wall this time.
Akanji. We might have some substitutions going on here.
Yeah, it looks like Paris just wanted to update their defensive game plan to really try to solidify their back line against what we're assuming we're going to see is an all-out Manchester City attack.
Absolutely. Manchester briefly on possession to Foden. Foden to Haaland. Haaland goes for the strike. The defensive substitutions for PSG, I don't know, may have fell by the wayside. Manchester gets another goal. PSG is up by 2. It is 5-3. PSG with another score attempt. Saved, though, by Manchester. De Bruyne now on possession. Down to Foden. Foden's going to bring it down. Staying close to the sideline. Back to De Bruyne. Back to Rodri. Haaland now on the possession. Haaland to Silva. Back to Haaland, but is intercepted by PSG. Mendes now on the possession. Mendes to pass to Mbappe. Intercepted, though, by Manchester. Grealish now on the possession. Grealish to Silva, to De Bruyne. Down to Haaland. Haaland for the strike, and that is a defense goal right there. Bringing our match to 5-3. PSG up by 2. PSG doing a little bit of shuffling now on their substitutions.
Getting those fresh legs on the back line, really trying to make sure that they're able to respond to these very potent Manchester City attackers.
Beautiful attack there near the goal, but the defense on Manchester is very strong. Haaland on the possession. Soler, though, now in possession for PSG. Beautiful defense, though. Grealish to Haaland. Haaland goes for the strike, and that is a beautiful goal goal defense there by Manchester's goalie. Messi on the possession now for PSG. Messi carefully maneuvering it down. Try to pass, but intercepted by Manchester. Grealish to Silva. Silva with the pass, but intercepted by defense. PSG had a tight defense there. Foden now in possession for Manchester. Little over the goal net. Verratti on the possession now for PSG. Verratti to Ramos. Ramos to Messi. Back and forth to Messi. To Mukiele. Mukiele with the possession. Oh, a bit of a strike attempt there. A little too short. Manchester now on the possession. Walker on the possession. Pass to Haaland. Picked up, though, by PSG's defense. Mendes on the possession. Mendes going to send it. Back to Soler. Soler to Messi. Back to Soler. Soler going to gain some distance. Soler to Neymar. To Grealish. Grealish now in the possession. Grealish to Haaland. Bit of an interception. Haaland is now on the possession now. Defense, though, beautiful. We've seen some amazing plays by the goalkeeper for PSG. Pass meant for Mbappe, but intercepted by Manchester. Haaland now in the possession. Interception by PSG. Mukiele to Mbappe. Mbappe going to try and go for it. A little bit of a save there. A little bit of height. De Bruyne on the possession. Messi to Soler. Soler back to Messi. Messi back to Soler. Defense, though, was strong on Manchester. Manchester now in possession. Haaland on possession. Oh, we're going to have a penalty there. That was definitely a bit of a trip. There was a... Or maybe now we're going to have even more substitutions.
Oh, that was a red card.
Oh, that was a red card.
So now Paris Saint-Germain is going to be down a man.
Wow.
So he's going to try to rebuild his strategy to put Mbappe as a single man up front to really focus on his defensive side of the ball, make sure that he doesn't leave a hole anywhere in his formation that Manchester City can expose to get the ball through and on net.
Definitely a dangerous position to be in. They are up by 2, so they have a bit of security. PSG on the possession now. Mukiele now to Neymar Jr. Neymar back to Mukiele. Bit of a tussle there. Manchester remains on the possession, though. Haaland with the and a strike there. That brings Manchester City up another point. PSG is only up by 1 now. It is 5-4. PSG up by 1.
And it looks as though we're going to see some tactics changes here with Manchester City really trying to be more aggressive and take more risks with the ball, to do whatever they can to make that tying goal happen here in the last few minutes of the game.
They are close now, so it is possible. So any offensive attacking strategy they can bring out would probably be the smartest option to do here. An incredibly offensive team like PSG really needs to, if they want to secure a lead and make the point gap even bigger, they're gonna have to almost mirror Manchester's offensive retaliation. And you're starting off with this possession. Hakimi on the possession to Ramos. Ramos to Mukiele. Mukiele on the possession. Back to Ramos. Back to Mukiele. Mukiele to Neymar. Neymar to Hakimi. Hakimi to Mukiele. Back to Hakimi. You're going to go for the shot. To Mukiele. Oh, back to Mbappe. It was a bit of a back and forth there. It's going to go out of bounds. Neymar on the throw-in. Grealish on possession. Grealish to Haaland. Haaland wondering, going to get that distance. Haaland with a pass, but just not close enough.
Just over his recipient had just overrun the ball a little bit and couldn't get on that. If he had been just a step further back, that would have been an easy one in, and that is the end of our game.
That is the game. PSG is going to win it by 1. It is 5-4 PSG. And that means PSG and Jason are the winners of the Sun Devil Champions League 2023.